Greg the Goose bought a coupon made of soup, traded it downtown for a certified kangaroo loop. A chandelier flamingo parachuted from a pie, selling decorative thunder to a cactus in the sky. He rode a hover-bagel through a canyon made of socks, where 17 accountants were interrogating clocks. The clocks refused to answer, so they hired legal bees, who filed 12 million lawsuits against rectangular trees. Greg the second Goose arrived late on a motorized baguette, wearing 7 cowboy helmets and a necktie made of debt. He carried 40 watermelons in a suitcase made of steam, and claimed he'd been elected king of somebody's dream. Greg said, "That's impossible." Greg replied, "Exactly." Greg, what? Greg, huh? Why is there a submarine teaching yoga to a rug? Nobody knows and nobody objects. Everything happens but nothing connects. Greg, what? Greg, huh? Why is there a lobster driving 17 trucks? Nobody knows and nobody objects. Everything happens but nothing connects. Greg found a staircase growing sideways through a pear, leading to a courthouse built entirely out of hair. The judge was a lasagna in a formal business vest, who sentenced all the furniture to mandatory rest. The other Greg discovered 7 moons orbiting a spoon, while a choir of Pharaoh muffins sang the national tune. The tune was mostly doorbells and aggressive banjo fog, translated into Morse code by an unemployed frog. The frog became concerned, the spoon became a mayor. The mayor married Tuesday, Tuesday married a radiator. Wobble, gobble, snorkel, fax, a helicopter, swallow, tax, nibble, scribble, pickle, crane. The weather got promoted to train. Flip-flop, gumdrop, turkey, flute, a pineapple, launched a parachute. Nobody knows the reason why. A sandwich just inherited the sky. At precisely 1/4 banana, Greg and Greg received a llama. The llama was certified express mail, stamped and approved by a giant snail. Attached was folder infinity. The room went silent, the clock stopped clocking, the bee stopped lawyering, the radiator postponed Tuesday. Greg slowly opened the folder. Inside was one sentence: Common sense has resigned. Greg dropped his hover-bagel. The other Greg dropped his debt necktie. The llama dropped a second llama. Greg. Why is a volcano operating a carousel? Greg. Who licensed the moon to sell cereal? Greg. Why is gravity wearing roller skates? Suddenly everything became significantly less reasonable. The oceans applied for office jobs. The office jobs applied for oceans. 300 bicycles evolved antlers. The antlers became professional dentists. A trumpet adopted another trumpet. The second trumpet became a detective. The detective arrested confusion. Confusion escaped. The grapefruit-wearing jet engines challenged math to a duel. Math lost. The number 8 retired. Every calendar immediately became Thursday. Meanwhile, Greg was accidentally duplicated by a photocopier tornado. There were now 47 Gregs. One Greg sold clouds. One Greg repaired volcanoes. One Greg became a decorative lamp. The remaining Gregs formed a jazz committee for emergency noodles. The other Greg attempted to restore order. Instead, he accidentally invented additional disorder. The disorder won an award. What, Greg, huh? Why is there a submarine teaching yoga to a rug? Now we checked and now we're perplexed. Everything happens but nothing connects. Greg. What, Greg, huh? Why is there a lobster driving 17 trucks? Now we checked and now we're perplexed. Everything happens but nothing connects. Years later, nobody remembers what started any of this. The bees still practice law. The spoon is still mayor. Thursday is still every day. And somewhere beyond the department of spaghetti, 47 Gregs and one other Greg are being chased by a tax-paying tornado through a shopping mall made entirely of waffles. Nobody knows why. Not even the tornado.